Okay, children, now let us go through the review questions. So first you have multiple choice type. Bacteria are no more classified as plants because they have no chlorophyll. Then a particular species of which one of the following is the source of bacterium of the antibiotic discovered next to penicillin. Means very first penicillin was discovered, after that which bacterium was discovered for making the antibiotic which is used for the treatment of tuberculosis. Answer will be Streptomyces. Then which bacteria is rod shaped? Bacillus. Then which bacteria fixes nitrogen in the soil? Rhizobium. Then this side we have very short answers. So name the three common types of bacteria. So same question we have discussed earlier. You can write rod shaped, that is Bacillus, comma shaped Vibrio, spiral shaped Spirilla, or any other. All those four names means Cocci, Bacilli, Spirilla or Vibrios. Any three you can write down. Now match these items. Penicillium is antibiotic. Diplococci refers to bacteria occurring in pairs. I have told you pairs will be diplococci, and streptococci for chains, bacteria occurring in chains. Then short answer type. Would you consider bacteria and yeast as plants? Give reason. No, we cannot consider. This is because they do not have chlorophyll, first of all, and secondly their mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. You know that plants are autotrophic, whereas bacteria and yeast they depend upon others. Either they feed on dead decaying matter, saprophytes, or they live as parasites. Then in what form bacteria may be present in air? In the form of spores. Why is spore formation in bacteria not considered a form of reproduction? Because bacteria reproduce by binary fission, whereas spore formation is only a method to protect itself from unfavorable conditions. In what respect do you consider bacteria as simple organisms? Means why do you say that they are very simple? Because they lack cell organelles. You have studied they do not have any cell organelle except vacuole, and some nucleus is also not complete. Nucleus is also not well defined. You have studied that only nuclear material is present and it lies openly in the cytoplasm. And they lack cell organelles like mitochondria and Golgi bodies. Nothing is present. So that is why we call them as simple organisms. The next question is, state the difference between decay and petrification. This is extra. This is not in the syllabus, so we have not discussed. But if you want to write, you can see here. Decay refers to complete breakdown of the. It is given in a column. It is written here, extra, not in syllabus. So decay and putrefaction are greatest uses of bacteria in nature. Decay means complete breakdown. Complete breakdown. Petrification means incomplete or partial breakdown. Decay is complete breakdown of organic matter by bacteria, whereas petrification is incomplete breakdown of organic material by bacteria, and this incomplete breakdown causes foul smell. Complete breakdown does not causes smell. Okay. Then the next question is pasteurization and sterilization. You have to tell some differences. Pasteurization is done at 60 degrees, whereas sterilization is done at 110 degrees. Okay, this causes incomplete sterilization. With sterilization process, we get completely sterilized from the germs. We get complete sterilization. This is used for milk, because they have written food, which food and objects are used. Milk. Sterilization is used for all the food such as canned food, tinned food. Okay. Then why is it generally advised that every living room in the house should get direct sunlight, at least for a short time? Because with direct sunlight we can get ultraviolet rays, the radiations, and these radiations can kill the germs if they are present in our surroundings. Would there be any bacteria in an aquarium? Can there be any bacteria in an aquarium? Yes, there can be. Or in fact, we should say that bacteria are always present in aquarium because they break down the dead plants lying in the water in the aquarium, or the debris means the dead bodies of certain organisms. They will cause the breakdown of them. Okay. Then long answer type questions. Both bacteria and yeast reproduce by asexual method, but how does this method differ in them? We have not studied yeast so far, but in 8th class you have studied. Bacteria and yeast are microorganisms. Both reproduce asexually, but difference is bacteria reproduces by binary fission. One cell will split into two cells. Whereas if you remember, you have studied yeast reproduces by forming buds, budding. Budding was the common method. Then the question is describe the role of microorganisms in industrial production. Industries, role of bacteria in industry, here it is given. You can give these two examples. One is adding flavors of the tea, which is called tea currying, and second is leather tanning. Fine. Then how do bacteria obtain their nourishment? They obtain their nourishment from dead and decaying dead bodies, dead and decaying matter of plants and animals, means they are saprophyte, or by being parasites. They can also obtain by living inside the body of other organisms. So saprophytes or parasites. Describe any two uses of bacteria in industry. Again same question. Bacteria in industry, same way, they are in industry, they can be used to add flavors to tea, for leather tanning, for making antibiotics. This also you can write for making vaccines, etc. Then what are antibiotics? Name any two examples. So again write down the definition and give any two examples. It is given in your book. Is tinned and sealed food always safe to eat? Give reasons in support of your answer. So you should write no. Tinned food or canned food is not safe to eat always, because they may contain some bacteria which can cause food poisoning or botulism, serious type of food poisoning which is called botulism. The next exercise is structured application skill. Study the diagram given below and then answer the questions. Briefly describe how nitrogen of atmosphere is converted to nitrates by leguminous plants. So you have to describe about rhizobium bacteria, that a special category of bacteria, rhizobium, is found in nodules of roots of leguminous plants such as beans, and these bacteria pick up free nitrogen from the soil and they convert it into soluble nitrates. So these nitrates are then used by plants. Fine. Then name the bacteria that converts ammonium compounds to nitrites. Example is Azotobacter, and nitrites to nitrates, Nitrosomonas. This is given in your book. You can see from page number 87. Okay. Then next is state how nitrates in the soil get converted to nitrogen of the atmosphere. This is made, nitrates means nitrates, they get converted back to the atmosphere in the form of gas, nitrogen gas. This is brought about by denitrifying bacteria, and the example is given in your book, Pseudomonas, denitrifying bacteria. Role of plants and animals in formation of ammonium compounds. Role of plants and animals is that these plants and animals, after their death and their decay, they are broken down by these bacteria, saprophytic bacteria, and then their dead bodies are finally converted into nitrates. Okay, and thus the soil gets enriched with nitrogenous compounds. Fine. So revise till here. In the next class we will meet again. May God bless you.